got big guy right here. How you feel, boy? Turning on your car for first time?
It's been a minute. I mean, I don't know. It's been a big dilemma last season. Wasn't really able to bring my car out. So fingers crossed that this year it's out more and not just a garage queen.
You know, we got the red rocket right here.
Yes, sir.
See if she turns on.
Yes, you know, it'll turn on.
You sure? Don't want to bash anybody, but you know, I got a question.
For all y'all watching the video right now.
Just came all over the Jeep.
Look how wet.
I think it got some on my lens.
Yeah, no.
We straight. Alright, Adrian, so what are we doing today?
We're gonna do the intro that's been long awaited. Me and Rudy were the ones that started this whole progression thing, and we were one of the last to have an intro done. But it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just excited to have the car on. It's been 3 months that it's been in storage, so I only got to drive it 1 month after I got it back last year. So, and then more issues, overheating again. But
BMW problems.
Beamer things, you know, cooling system is like the #1 thing that you have issues with. But once you get past that,
we're straight.
It's enough fun.
We're straight.
It's okay. Well, I don't want the trunk though.
Well, guys, we're gonna wash this thing and then hopefully get his intro done. So, see ya.
Adrian from Progression, and this is my 2013 E92 335i. It's an N55, not an N54, unfortunately. I know some of you guys in the comments will probably be upset that it's an N55, but you gotta go with what you get. It's more reliable.
Alright guys, it's Rudy behind the camera. As you know, you see my BMW and all that stuff. I'm gonna be asking a couple questions to Adrian so you can understand why he picked this car. Adrian, what was your first car?
My first car was a 2006 Mustang GT. A little extra. I feel like a lot of people didn't like it. I'll have to drop a picture down below. I don't know. It's not for everybody, but you know, it's how I got it, and you know, it just stayed that way.
What got you into the car community?
I think the thing that got me into the car community was watching all the Fast and Furious videos with Rudy. Me and Rudy actually grew up together. We saw each other every day, damn near out the womb. And we used to play on the little carpets. I remember always wanting to be like Paul Walker, RIP the GOAT. Never got to meet him, and I wish I was able to. But I think that would be the #1 thing that got me into cars.
What's a must for your build?
Upgraded turbo, for sure.
What's the purpose behind your build?
I would say more functionality. And obviously performance as well. I'm not really trying to go for no like a hot boy look, which I used to have white wheels on it. Went with more of a sleek look thanks to Rudy. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it at first, but I don't know. I'm liking the way that it looks right now, and just kind of keep it simple yet fast and reliable, I guess.
What's your dream car?
My dream car would definitely have to be a R34 Skyline.
And what is your favorite car you've owned?
Definitely a 335i. Probably the most fun. It's like driver oriented. You'd understand, like, the steering's very heavy, more heavy than most cars, and I think that's what I really love about this car.
So does she have a name? That's the question.
She does not have a name. I've had the car for over 4 years. Never gave it any name. I don't know. I just never really came to mind.
And what was your reasoning for picking your 335i?
I honestly we had a friend, Dylan. He had a 335i that was X-Drive. I just remember the turbo noises. I don't know. It was just it was just a good car. You know, it's luxury, yet it's fast. It's sporty. There's a lot of things that you could do to these. No different than the GTI. A lot of people sleep on them, but I don't know, something about these German cars. They're very tunable and very fun to drive.
And do you have hobbies besides the car community?
I think that's obvious at this point with all these videos we've been dropping. Mainly just fitness. I don't really do much besides fitness, all this car stuff. That's pretty much all we do. It's a regular day. But besides that, I don't know. That's all we've been doing right now.
And in that note, Jeremy said you're on roids. Is that true or not?
That is not true. Jeremy may not be taking Trembolone. I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. Leave in the comment down below what you think. Natty or not.
What is your goal for your build?
My goal is to get it to as close to 600 as possible without blowing the motor. We'll see. We'll just leave it at that.
And what are we gonna be seeing this year? Coming videos for the 335i.
So right now I just got a steering wheel. I don't know if you guys seen it on Instagram. I got a steering wheel, suede, fully suede, flat bottom, red stitching on top. I'm gonna be twinning with Rudy. You guys will see a video then. I'm still waiting to drop my low pressure fuel pump in here to go E85, and then I'm waiting to go wedge performance. I'm waiting to get a custom tune because right now I'm just running stage 2 plus from MHD, the off the shelf map.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
I'd probably have to say the Too Fast, Too Furious. I think that was the best one. That was the best one, I think.
And what is your dream build?
We already went over that.
Your dream build. You talked about your favorite car, but like building.
I don't know. Either an R34 or at this point, I think maybe like a Mark 5 Supra. I don't know. It's very, very hard to pick that one.
Well, and what was your step-by-step guide to build your 335i?
I don't really say that I really followed a guide. I guess my guide would be Rudy. Rudy helped me a lot with it. The thing with me and Rudy is we look for more of deals. It's not about what step you take, it's when you find it and how cheap you find it. So I luckily I ended up getting springs over coils. I got it for stupid steal, like 70 bucks of springs. Somebody bought the wrong ones, they were brand new. Ended up getting that, and then every other part that I've found on here, honestly, our friend Tyler, he used to have 135i, and I got Rudy actually hooked me up with him, and he gave me down a lot of his parts, which actually fit my cars. Same motor, so that's how I got my downpipe, my cowl delete, stuff like that. But no, I don't know. I've just been going step by step until now she's fully bolt-on.
So you would say this is a budget build?
Yeah. I mean, this is a car that I bought when I was going to college. Didn't really have money. I paid it off before I started school, so I knew it didn't make sense to mod it while I barely could afford it. I mean, I could afford it, it's just it wouldn't be smart. You know, you start putting money into a car, it breaks more easily, you know, and that's one thing that I kept in mind. And as soon as I graduated in 2020, I ended up dropping all the money on the bumpers and all that stuff like that.
Mr. Navarez, what do you have done to your 335i?
So right now what I have done to the car is I have a 5-inch intercooler from VRSF. I have a VRSF downpipe, VRSF charge pipe. I have a short ram InGen intake. What else? I got the bucket seats. I mean, besides that, it's got the stage 2 off-the-shelf MHD, and then it's got the stage 3. It's got a stage 3 transmission tune as well as the lowering springs. And I'm waiting to actually install the bucket for the low pressure fuel pump.
Well, you don't want to talk about your aesthetics that you have done to it?
So basically all I really did was I got the M Sport bumper. So like I said last year, I waited until I graduated. I did the front bumper and I did the IS rear bumper because I felt like that one looked like pretty good. And I got it on a deal. It was brand new and it fit my car. So I said, why not? I went a little bit different. So the bottom piece that's attached, I went black instead of doing it red like the rest of it. So it looks a little different. It looks more of like a diffuser than anything. I pretty much just did the grill. I got these ESRs. Yeah, I know they're reps. Sue me. And we went with I forgot what it was called, like a soda candy. That's the name of the wheel color. And we went to CPC powder coating. Does a great job. Right now, what I'm waiting for is I'm gonna black out the housing for the headlights, as well as do the honeycomb into like the inside the lenses. And the rings will be able, I'll be able to control the color. So headlights are something that we're looking forward to. And then I kept it simple with the little ducktail, and I ended up getting some radials for both the front and the back. I'm running a staggered setup, so I'm running 17s on the front, 9.5, and I'm running a 10.5 in the back, 18-inch rims. So we're looking for different wheels. Obviously I'm looking for like the CS style, or even some like rotiforms, or like, I don't know. I'm keeping an open mind. We don't know where the rest of the looks will go, but pretty much that's mainly everything that I have done to it. Oh, yeah, I also did include some little like scoops that go in the front, so it just rams the air into the intake. I definitely do think that that's worth it. Obviously, blowing motor. If you have a 335i, you notice that the temps run around 230 to 250, which are pretty hot, because even the E92 M3, they run at 210, if that. And most cars are running around 180, 190. So just to put in perspective on how hot these cars run. And that's why I say like the cooling system, they go bad a lot. But pretty much just did that. And then the one thing that I do think that really helped, that I would suggest, is the cowl delete. It saves about 10 pounds. And you'll notice a big decrease in oil temps. So if I'm driving, and I'm driving normally, casually, I'll be running around 220, 225 oil temps versus the usual 235, 240. So that's something that I definitely recommend. And I also ended up doing the M3 style mirrors, because why not? And I have the roof actually wrapped black. I don't know, gives it more of like a better look, I think, but to each their own.
Go check out our boy Johnny. That was before he even had his shop.
Yeah, if you look up Harlem, I think it's Harlem Inc. Harlem with a V instead of an A. Make sure to check him out. I'll drop his tag down below. You guys should check him out. Does a good job. You know, good friend of ours. Definitely somebody that I recommend.
Based off all the modifications you have done to your car, what suggestions do you have for somebody that's gonna go to buying a 335i? What are your suggestions?
All right, so if you're thinking about buying a 335i, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. It doesn't matter how many miles your car has, any of that. Water pump will go. It's a certain 70 to 80,000 miles, it's gonna go. Oil pan gasket. It's not like in most cars, when you do the oil pan, since it's so long, since it's an inline, you actually have to drop the subframe to get to the oil pan, which, if you know anything about cars, it's gonna be expensive no matter what shop you go to. If you go to BMW, it's about $2,800. Didn't go that route. Thankfully, we knew somebody up in NCA, hooked us up. That's gonna go. Oil filter housing gasket and valve cover gasket. Both pretty expensive. Nothing too crazy, but those things are key. Like, those are the couple things that you want to take care of as soon as you get the car, especially if you're thinking about modding it. And that's another thing you need to remember: maintenance over mods all day with these cars. You do not want to starve your car of oil. You do not want it to overheat. You don't want to have any issues. So before you start modding anything, make sure that you take care of all the maintenance. That's exactly what I did when I graduated. I did the oil pan, valve cover, oil filter housing, everything. Cooling system was brand new. It's overheating. That's just to show you how much of a pain these things are. It's not for the lighthearted. If you are not someone that's into cars, or somebody that's gonna end up doing these things by yourself, I would not recommend buying this car. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a very fun car and people hype it up. But there's a reason why 335i's have bad names. It's people that don't have money. They buy the car not knowing that they're gonna have to dump even more money. And then they blow motors, they have all these issues. And you know, they're surprised as if it wasn't something that was a given from the beginning. But once you take care of all that stuff, and even when you have those issues, actually, before we move on, FCP Euro, I'm gonna drop the link. Lifetime warranty on everything. You guys gotta make sure you buy everything from there, because again, if my water pump ends up being my water pump again, lifetime warranty, I get a free part, you know. And then since we're gonna be installing it ourselves, that's gonna be another video. You know, it's basically a free swap, you know what I'm saying? So definitely something to look forward to for that. And I think honestly, I would honestly just probably start off with like an intake, a charge pipe. Definitely a charge pipe as well, because since they're made out of plastic, they're very brittle. The one issue that they have that's pretty common, and Rudy's brother Jesse actually had the same issue, is when it has so much load, right where the ring is, it tends to crack right where the clip is. So they're very fragile, very common issue. Once that cracks, you know, I was tweaking one time, we're driving back from the gym with Rudy, the power decreases insane until it finally can't idle because the air's off. But Jesse had the issue, I've had the issue. You want to upgrade to an aluminum one. And then I would go to the intake. Honestly, I don't really know how I like the InGen. If I were to go back, I would honestly get a boxed intake, kind of like the stock one, but maybe just an upgraded one, because the one thing with the one that's open is I feel like it sucks in a lot of heat. So what me and Rudy had noticed was when we were doing pulls, it actually felt like it ran better on the stock intake. But no matter what intake you go on and anything, I would say that those two are the main thing. And then if you want to go MHD, you could do that. I feel like before you go to stage 2 MHD, maybe just do your intercooler. Make sure that everything's good. You know, once you get everything dialed in, I mean, that's pretty much, those would be the beginning ones. And then if you want to go deeper into it and doing the transmission too and all that stuff like that, just make sure you do your fluids. I mean, mine had higher miles, so I ended up not doing the fluids, but something that I wish I would have done. And you know, if you're somebody that's looking into these cars, I feel like that'd be an important thing to look into.
All right, Adrian, since you're done with all the maintenance, you know, this is a very important question, since you're one of the main guys in progression. What led you to start progression, and what are your goals for progression?
So the one thing that made me actually want to start progression was it's me and Rudy. So me and Rudy, honestly, you know, we don't do this whole fitness thing, or you know, we don't post our cars to flex. It has nothing to do with that. All that we care about is, you know, pushing each other to be better, you know, and wanting more from life. And I think the one thing that I realized in life was you're not just gonna wake up one day and it's just gonna happen. There's nothing's just gonna be given to you. You're not just gonna wake up and a switch just flicks, you know what I'm saying? And the whole point of progression is to just be progressing, hence the name. You know, we want to progress in the gym, we want to progress our cars, we want to bring you guys along the journey. And while bringing you guys along, you know, entertainment and stuff like that, we kind of want to push you guys to, you know, learn stuff about your car, you know, or, you know, learn things about in the gym, you know. One thing that I feel very strongly about is that I noticed was when I got in the gym, I felt like everything was just a domino effect. You know, you start to care more about the gym, and then you start to care more about your life. You start to care more about every individual goal. And one thing that me and Rudy always talked about since we were little was potentially being able to work something related to cars. I know that I didn't want to be like a mechanic or anything, but I don't know. There's people that we follow, such as like Z-Wing, TJ Hunt, stuff like that, they just film what they're doing. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to film things that we are already going to be doing. This is nothing out the ordinary. Whether there's a camera here or not, we're going to be doing everything that we're doing to our cars. We're going to be working out. Working out in cars will be something that's going to be a part of our life forever. It's no different than brushing your teeth or nothing like that. It has to get done. That's just something that how we hold, and we hope that through us showing you know, consistency and stuff like that, that maybe, you know, we might motivate. You know, it feels very good when we get DMs from you guys, or, you know, from friends that say, hey, you guys are really motivating. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that I have that much of an impact, but you never know. You know, those are the things that we look for, me and Rudy. We want people to like want to strive to be better. You know, it's not just about me and Rudy going up to the top. We want everybody who's a part of this community to move up with us. It's the whole point of progressing. It's the progression, just consistently progressing in every way possible in life, not just cars, not just fitness, you know, financially, everything, mentally, all that. But of course there's always a plane, but what's it called? We'll just keep it rolling. But, you know, just it's just to do more, you know, and just kind of like give us something to do, give us a purpose. I feel like a lot of people, you guys might understand, people our age, it's like everybody's looking for a purpose right now, and this is what gives me purpose for why I'm working out and why I'm doing things to the car. You know, cars are financial, or they're money pits, so you might as well want to give them a reason to, you know, give it a reason on why we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And we think that it would be entertaining. We just want to bring you guys along, and that's pretty much the main thing of it. And we brought Jeremy along, obviously Jesse's, Rudy's brother Jesse. You know, like, we want everybody, and hopefully we'll be seeing Mike a lot. He's got the single turbo 335i. I don't know. We're just looking for we're looking for good content to bring you guys, and you know, hopefully we'll be hosting our own meets this year, or worst case next year. You know, we really hope that this takes us somewhere, and we hope that you guys enjoy the journey just as much as we do.
All right. So how do you want to close this off? This is your video, Adrian.
I don't know. I guess if you could take anything from this video, basically just you know, keep pushing, and you know, you'll see a lot of content. You're gonna see a lot of content. It's been a little bit rough just because of the winter and stuff like that. You know, today we took advantage of a warm day to get the intro out. You know what I'm saying? We obviously love recommendations. If you guys ever recommend anything, you know what I'm saying, you want fitness challenges, anything you guys want to see done with our cars, you know, we'll be doing videos of us running it. Rudy got a Insta360 camera. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably gonna be the slowest one, but it's not about that. It's just about having fun with everybody. You know, it's just a friendly competition, and you guys will be able to share that with us. And we'll be excited to see you guys out at car meets. You know, feel free to message us any fitness questions, you know, any car questions. You know, we're more than welcome to help. Don't think that we're unapproachable or anything like that. Just remember that, you know, you guys can ask us anything. DMs are always open. We always respond. You want to ask Jeremy a question, you could DM us. We make sure that Jeremy reads it. If you want to ask Rudy a question, you ask Rudy. We all have the login credentials to the account, so you know, you want to give us love, you know, anything like that, any comments, any suggestions for our videos, you know, what you want to see or what you don't want to see. We're very open to any criticism that is very helpful. Obviously, you know, constructive criticism is always welcome, and we hope to see you guys out there, and you know, hopefully you guys enjoy the journey, and you know, we hope to make a couple of you a part of this process. And you know, one thing that always remember is, it doesn't matter how slow your progress is progress no matter how slow. Just know that eventually you'll get there. It might take a month, a year, 2 years, 5 years, even 10 years. There's no formula on how to make it, and there's no time limit on when to make it. Everybody has their different times. Everybody's living a different life. You got different things you're going on with, you know. And just understand that never compare yourself to anybody. Just compare yourself to who you were yesterday. You're only competing with yourself, not anyone else. And make sure to always remember that.